This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
A nice touch too, having the ropes be red, white, and blue like the old WWF ropes that we all sort of grew up on. But I don't know, man, just having them be red, white, and blue that day was pretty special. And of course, there's a ton of matches on the show. We should mention, just to be clear, there was a Sunday Night Heat taping before all this. Perry Saturn beat Canyon with a spinning fisherman suplex. Taz beat Crash Ollie with the Taz mission. Taka Michinoku and Sho Funaki defeated Raven and Just Incredible after a Michinoku driver. Then we would see the Hardy Boys defeat Hurricane and Lance Storm. Rob Van Dam would pin Spike Dudley. Jericho would beat Christian. The Rock would beat Stasiak. The matches just sort of were what they were. The main event was Kurt Angle and Rhino, and Kurt Angle got the win. Meltzer liked the match, by the way. We'll talk about that later. But in between these matches, that's almost sort of exist in a vacuum because we're really just doing a tribute show. We have those little sit down confessional type situations, and I thought it would make sense to share a few. So this is The Rock. Let's take a listen.
First and foremost, I have to say that I can't fathom or comprehend the pain and the suffering and the anguish that the families and friends of the victims are going through, the workers working diligently 24 hours a day, sifting through the rubble and looking for any remnants of life. It's difficult to talk about this, and I will say that I couldn't imagine what it must be like to be there. I couldn't imagine if my own family were there. I will offer my condolences and certainly say that everyone is in my heart and in my prayers. And I just want to say to everyone out there, again, to the families and friends of the victims and everyone involved, is to just stay strong. Stay strong.
A little different version of The Rock here. Good to see a real guy.
Yeah, Dwayne speaking from his heart. You know, obviously, this goes without saying, none of those were scripted.
Right.
There were no writers involved in the creation of that content. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but what I liked about it, I think it was a good thing from the standpoint that you heard from the heart of these individuals that you were used to seeing in TV persona much more often than not. And they gave you their heart, they gave you their soul, and those are things that, you know, it's just hard to put a value on, because you only hear the talents more often than not in that mind frame, Conrad, when there's been a tragedy. The Owen Hart situation, obviously, and now this. So it was a daunting deal, but I love that, you know, all the guys spoke from their heart, and you know, I'm sure everybody would like to have said something, but there wasn't the time to, Vince wanted to spread it out, and because we had an audience to entertain.
That's right.
We had 1,000 people in that arena, and they needed to see something in the ring moving around and letting them maybe invest in the match. I remember Vince telling the guys, you know, go out and just go out and have the best match you can have. Take their mind off of it. You know, take big bumps, take big backdrops, you know, lay your stuff in, you know, entertain, and embrace this audience, because this audience needs your hug. And so that's kind of that was our role. Heyman and myself, that was our role. I don't know that, I'd have to go back and listen to the commentary, but I don't think we had any long stints of argument, conflict. I think we were pretty straightforward on this thing. Heyman was his personality, I was mine, for that's worth. But it was really straightforward, man. It was really straightforward, and I'm surprised it was as well received as it was. there's always going to be a few naysayers. You shouldn't have done the show. Okay. If that's your argument, then so be it. It's your opinion. But many disagree, including myself.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.